Hey everybody, SeKo Starcraft here, bringing you one of my replays. First round of one of those micro tournaments you see coming up on the beta right now, speed it up slightly. Yeah, Terran versus Protoss. My opponent, DoJja, down here in the bottom right is the blue Protoss, was my first round opponent. And he is coming to get me here. These kind of micro tournaments I like. I think they're a cool idea. I'm actually casting this between the first and the second round. So we'll see how I end up doing in this particular tournament. Gas going down early for both of us here. You can see I've got a SCV running across the map, and I've got my gas fully saturated already here. Gonna sneak down my engineering bay as I always do. Great timing on this coming down, just as he's got 400 minerals, and I'm sure would love to get that Nexus down. But he will not. He'll at least pressure my SCV, so I won't finish it like I usually do. We'll come up, scout, cybernetics quarter, second pylon. So everything that is to be seen can be seen. Reaper going to be heading across the map. I generally don't do a lot of stuff with Reapers, but I'm going to give it a try this game. My opponent down here, and I'm going to have to get used to this, as people, you don't see this as much with Protoss players because it's usually a junk strategy. Going for actually kind of a hidden, not kind of hidden third, I mean this is generally a more acceptable place, but he will put it down here. The reason I say it's more acceptable is Terran can just wipe you out from the back side here. SCV is going to run away, live to fight another day. Engineering bay is not finished. What can you do? Warp gate is started up. Mothership core on the way as well, as long as the first adept. God, I hate adepts. The bane of my existence, the worst of the worst. On this side, full wall off, throwing down my bunker. I've lost to adepts so many times that I'm not going to take it unseriously. Factory going down. Double gas is finished really fast. Protoss players of this league so often are going to go for a pressure. Actually, we'll get this one probe, which is sweet. We'll get tracked down here by these two units. Happily, I do have them on a hotkey, and I'll get it out of there just in time. With this Nexus going down, I don't know about it though. I got to get used to scouting that. On this side, he's throwing down a couple of gateways. Once again, this is Legacy Devoid, so they got rid of Chrono Boost, and they got rid of Mules. So I scout and see these two gateways. I should have thought these two gateways are going down way too late for the timing, that I should have assumed a Nexus was going down somewhere. Regardless, I think that he's coming for an all-in. Sending up my Reaper once again to scout. I do have my bunker filling up. Widow Mine's on the way. And I'm supply blocked horribly right now. Didn't pay attention to it at all. Got no energy to drop down a supply call down just yet. Let's see if I end up scouting this Nexus. You can see on the minimap here, my vision, it's not quite there yet on the minimap. Anyways, I do have my main, at least somewhat protected. If we look at my vision, I just catch a glimpse of it. You see, I wasn't really paying attention, but I do see on the minimap that Nexus, and that'll come into factor later on. It's being a bit of a bugger here, costing him a little bit of mining time. Trying to get us around. Does dodge the mine at least. And he will end up killing us off. But he came in here and seeing this base is what it really needed to do. Seeing that base is going to go down should prompt me to get some sort of response here. Down goes the command centre. For me though, I'm going to take both my Widow Mines at probably a terrible time. Just so it looks like he's getting ready to put on a bit of pressure. But I will head south. See what I can get done. Adept, Stalker, Mothership core going for the pressure. Bunker is in place, and we do see a Stargate going down for a little bit of follow-up harass from my opponent. Still, starport on the way, second factory, and my command center, because I was considering going mech as a part of this game. Boost going in and heading off my way. You can see that I do drop one of my Widow Mines because I did notice that this command center is finished. He's attacking me at the same time. Bunker is pretty good. He's going to snipe down one of my walls. And I mean, that's probably the best one because he can get around it. Though it did not kill my supply call down, and he lost 2 stalkers because of it. Tank is out, but I'm microing right now on this side. 3 kills on that first Widow Mine. 5 on the second. Tank is in good position over here. And he loses the Mothership core to the missile turret. That's a huge issue, because I actually have no real anti-air besides that. I do clean that up. So worker-wise, He killed 5, I killed 11. Units wise, he's still up by a bit, but he's got no detection out. 7 kills on that Widow Mine, 7 on this one. And at this point, I've got a stack of cash. Look at all the money I have saved up here. So I decided I'm going to switch into bio. Command Center's on the way, cancel the factory. I'm actually going to fly out with this tank and see if I can't get some harassment done. Because he's got no detection right now, this Widow Mine's actually putting in a little bit of labor. Got his 8th kill. This one, nice preemptive pulls. Great timing on his pulls too. Does get 2 with that though, so 9 kills. Robo is started up. Oracle is on the way, but that Oracle could be used for detection or could be used to go and put some attack on, so we'll see. Tank actually picks off a good chunk of probes there on this side. Got my command center down, bunker in place, barracks about to finish up, and a 3rd command center happening as well, because I've got the money to spend. We see the Observer coming out now, but he's still 12 kills on that Widow Mine. This Widow Mine's still in position here, 9 kills. Let's see if this Observer comes out in time to save anything. These Widow Mines have really paid for themselves. Do have a tank down here. Just thinking about flying in here pretty soon. Stalkers are in position. Oracle flying out units wise. He's still up in workers because I'm not consistently making any. You can look at my tab. I'm not making enough workers here. He's going to come in and find a naked mineral line to exploit. So he ends up getting 5. Oh. Really? That didn't kill that Oracle? That's horse crap. Anyways, 18 kills on that Widow Mine. 10 on that. And I'm still not ahead in workers. That just tells you how bad I am at macro. But I do have my actual army production kicking up into full gear. The tank does get saved. I did get out of there with that. He is throwing down a 3rd Nexus. But he really doesn't... I don't see necessarily the need for that. Does kill off those mines eventually. Where's the Observer? It should be here. Yeah, and then he kills that off. Now, those Widow Mines are the only thing that really kept me in this game so far. Really not doing a good enough job on my macro. But up to building some workers, lots of units, and I do have a good chunk of medevacs out right now. I don't have a lot of army, but because of my lack of upgrades on both sides, neither of us really have anything for upgrades. The fact that I've got Stim about to finish up and my medevacs puts me in a pretty good spot. It's a good chunk of army. Scan, see they still got that base there. Oracle was coming out to play, but you can see it's got almost no energy left, so it's going to get sniped immediately. A little bit of kiting here. I'm going to kill what I can. Don't have concussive shells though, so these stalkers are going to motor up pretty good. Going to try and trap him down here in the bushes, but I think he's got the same idea as me. Difference is I've got Stim Bio, pretty red. So I actually trade pretty decently with that, but I will back off. Wait for the next round of units to come out. Do have this base finished. I haven't used it yet, but it is there. My opponent, some reason, is going into Phoenixes. I don't really agree with this. I don't think he can really afford it, but he's going to give it a try. This pylon's not scouted, but I do have a tank, a missile turret in position here. A little bit to defend. Not too bad. Still building workers as well. So, 26. Oh man, I suck at this game. Anyways, a good chunk of army though. I'm doing alright. Man, if I had mules, this game would be totally different, but I don't. He's building 3 probes at a time. I'm building 2. But now I start to have a little bit of an army here. I can go put on a little bit of pressure. These stalkers, they don't have blink. They don't have any upgrades. I've got Stim Bio with medevacs. It's a pretty good combination. I did run a Widow Mine over here, in case I didn't say. But I did have a Widow Mine over there. Planetary morphing to the north. A little bit of bad micro for me there. You can't actually run through this mineral line, so I clicked on the other side of the mineral line, so they try to run around, you know, that whole deal. Looking to make sure I don't get trapped in the bushes. He's got a couple of Phoenixes out here, which I mean, cool. Gonna try and do a little bit of micro damage against my medevacs. Doing a pretty good job. But they're pretty expensive and lightweight, so we'll lose both of those, and he didn't actually kill any of the medevacs. 2 were pretty beaten up. But he will lose this base. He's just going to sack it. This is enough units maybe he could have tangled. But if he loses his army, he's definitely got no way back into this game. He's going to try to be cutesy with his Phoenix here. We'll actually get one of those medevacs, but the Phoenix is still, once again, pretty expensive. And a bunch of probes that he can't really get home again. Back at home, still macroing up. Up to 31 workers. How proud of you guys. Like, this is just... Oh, man. I'm wondering why I can't afford stuff. It's because I got no economy. Because I suck. Well, he's starting to queue up some workers here. Going to get that base started. Probes are going to run away. Another big chunk of army coming up here. So units-wise, really far ahead when it comes to my army. 30 Marines. He's got no sense of mass AoE damage. So he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Speed it up here again. He runs all the way past my base. Funny as that. This has got to probably be the sickest moment for him here, is when he comes up and finds my planetary fortress. Loses almost all those probes. Now this is the final bit here. Catch his army. Well, they both catch each other a little bit unaware. I'll catch all of his key units unprotected. And I'm just going to mow through the rest of this here and EGG's out. Round 1, SeKo Starcraft micro tournament. See how round 2 goes.